Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. 5 low-cost free agents the Cowboys need to monitor. On Wednesday, it was announced that the NFL's salary cap would increase from $255.4 million to somewhere between $277.50 and $281.5 million. That's a significant jump that shows how much the game grew financially. Usually, that would spark interest amongst most NFL fans and excitement with free agency fast approaching. However, the Dallas Cowboys don't operate like everyone else. They won't chase the top-of-the-market free agents. That's how they've conducted business for the better part of the last decade. However, there is value should a few free agents hit the market that would fall nicely in an affordable price point for the Cowboys. With free agency less than a month away, now would be a good time to look at some free agents the Cowboys should have their eyes on. Elijah Mitchell. Running back is a big need for the Cowboys this offseason. Although Rico Dowdle performed well, he's set for unrestricted free agency and may seek a bigger contract elsewhere. Dallas is linked to running back prospects in the draft, but it would be wise to supplement their position depth early rather than picking running backs out of desperation. Elijah Mitchell would be a solid addition for the Cowboys, allowing them veteran experience and not preventing them from spending draft capital on a running back. Mitchell is a one-cut runner with good speed in the open field and enough physicality to finish runs inside the red zone. Injuries have been a factor in his career, as he missed all of 2024, but that's precisely why he should come at a very low cost. Javonte Williams. Another running back on this list. Williams is a talented runner who has a lot to offer when healthy. However, his health and intermittent inconsistency led to Williams falling out of favor with Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton. Yet, when healthy and at his best, Williams is an elusive runner that shakes defenders out of would-be tackles. At 5 feet 10 inches, 210 pounds, Williams has a sturdy frame to take on volume carries. Williams had 31 broken tackles on just over 200 attempts as a rookie. That number has since dwindled, but after another year of recovery and getting fully healthy, he could recover that magic with the Cowboys. Jameis Winston. By adding Jameis Winston, Dallas can upgrade their backup quarterback position. The Trey Lance experiment didn't work mainly because trading a 4th-round draft pick for a quarterback third on the depth chart had little chance to offer a return on the investment. Then, when he did play, he didn't provide anything to inspire hope in his performance. Cooper Rush has had his moments, but his physical limitations taper down the offense's potential when he plays. With Winston, you have to take the good with the bad, but at least with him, you know he's going to drive the ball downfield and look to make explosive plays, even if they sometimes favor the other team. The good news is the Dallas offense looks to focus more on running the football, therefore, Winston's passing chances will be limited, and they will look to mirror the passing game to make action more effective for Dallas. Will Hernandez. The Cowboys should be very familiar with Will Hernandez. Before being drafted by the New York Giants in 2018, Hernandez met with Dallas, and some felt he would be another productive offensive lineman for the Cowboys. Since then, Hernandez spent the last 2 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals, starting 22 games. New Cowboys offensive coordinator Clayton Adams has worked closely alongside Hernandez the previous 2 seasons, and a reunion with the Cowboys makes a lot of sense. Hernandez is coming off a modish deal and shouldn't cost the Cowboys much for an interior offensive lineman with his type of experience. With Zach Martin retiring, this becomes a more urgent need. Calais Campbell. It doesn't matter how old Calais Campbell is, he still holds great value as more than just an individual contributor. However, he did have a relatively good year. Last year, he had 5 sacks and played in all 17 games. Campbell can provide a presence as a mentor to the younger players on defense. The Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner is a veteran leader with great character on and off the field. Having someone around like Campbell would suit the Cowboys in several aspects. Once again, Campbell's contract should be cheap, but it might take more to uproot him out of Miami, where he played college football and last season for the Dolphins. Cowboys propose to add 34-year-old Pro Bowl guard after Zach Martin retires. The Cowboys are facing substantial change this offseason, with former offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer, taking over from the departed Mike McCarthy as head coach. And with 8 starters set to hit free agency in March, the team will likely look significantly different in 2025. Well, make that 7 starters, as 7-time All-Pro guard Zach Martin has informed the Cowboys that he plans to retire, sources tell the insiders. One of the greatest linemen of his era and a probable Pro Football Hall of Famer, Martin walks away at age 34. As a result, Dallas have a Zach Martin-sized hole to fill in their offensive line, one that is currently being filled by last year's stand-in, Brock Hoffman. Hoffman had a decent year in 2024, grading out at a respectable 66.3 from Pro Football Focus whilst serving as the team's pivot after the off-season departure of Connor Williams. However, another option presented would be to attempt to find an upgrade over Hoffman in the form of Pro Bowler and former Detroit Lion and Baltimore Raven, Kevin Zeitler, per Mauricio Rodriguez of A to Z Sports. If the Cowboys want to upgrade the OL, they could also make a move in March, though it seems unlikely. There are other free agents that could make sense, but at 34 years old, Zeitler is the kind of veteran the Cowboys could target. Pro Football Focus projects his deal at $6.25 million, which is a potential bargain if he keeps up his play. Martin was the Cowboys' joint longest-tenured player alongside defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence, whose contract is also up next month. And with 9 All-Pros and Pro Bowls apiece, his future Hall of Fame career-level play will not be replaced easily. But Zeitler was sneakily one of the better interior offensive linemen in the NFL last year, garnering a massive 86.8 grade from PFF, and had an arguably even better year than his sole Pro Bowl season the previous year, in 2023. Dallas could opt to take a chance on Hoffman, however paying Zeitler a very reasonable is almost equal to $6 million deal could pay dividends for an offensive line that took a slight dip from its elite level play that Cowboys fans have been accustomed to over the past few years.